Hello students, once again welcome to English Literature Classroom. Today my topic is The Spider and the Fly by Mary Botham Howitt. Poem number 9. Okay, page number 29. Clear? This poem is for class 11 as well as class 12. Okay, let me remind you the name of the book. It's Reverie, a collection of ISC poems. Okay, now before starting, let me tell you something about the poet. Okay, Mary Botham Howitt wrote book for children. She is still remembered for her Spider and the Fly, a tragic tale in verse. Her way of writing made the style of children's book easy to understand and more readable. The Spider and the Fly by Mary Botham Howitt is a poem with a moral. It's a fable. What is it? It's a fable. F-A-B-L-E, fable. Now what is fable? Fable means a poem where the characters are animals. Okay, now it's a fable as it uses animals as character to convey message. It is meant to caution children against those who use flattery and get the desired things. Okay, now let's come to line explanation. Will you walk into my parlor? Said the spider to the fly. It's the prettiest little parlor that ever you did spy. The way into my parlor is up a winding stair, and I have many pretty things to show when you are there. Oh, no, said the little fly, to ask me is in vain. For who goes up your winding stair once again I'm telling this line, for who goes up your winding stair can never come down again. Now, this is a message of a spider to the fly. Okay, spider is telling to the fly. What is the spider telling? The spider actually is very hungry and wants to eat the fly who has come up high near his web. He invites her. Okay, the spider invites the fly to come into his drawing room, the prettiest of all that she has ever seen. The spider tempts the fly, saying that there in his parlor there are many rare things to see. The fly, who knows that whoever enters his web never comes out, declines the invitation. Okay, the fly declines the invitation by telling that for who goes up your winding stair can never come down again. Now, once again the spider is telling, I'm sure you must be very dear with soaring up so high. Will you rest upon my little bed? Said the spider to the fly. There are pretty curtains drawn around the sheets of wine and thin, and if you like to rest a while, I will snugly tuck you in. I will snugly tuck you in. Oh, no, said the little fly, but for I have often heard it said, they never wake again who sleep upon your bed. Look, the spider is once again inviting the fly. Okay, the spider is very clever and wicked. He begins to tempt the little fly into his trap with his tempting words. He asks her to come in and rest for some time, as she must be tired from flying so high. He says that his room has pretty curtains and the sheets on the bed are fine and thin. He offers to put her comfortably in his bed. His seducing words fail to lure the fly, who has heard that those who sleep on his bed never wake up again. Okay, once again the fly rejects the invitation by telling that they never wake again who sleep upon your bed. Now again the spider is telling. Okay, again the spider is telling. Said the cunning spider to the fly, dear friends, what can I do to prove the warm affection I have always felt for you? For I have within my pantry means a storeroom with many stores of food. Okay, good store of all that's nice. I am sure you are very welcome. Will you please to take a slice? Oh, no, said the little fly. Kind sir, that cannot be. I have heard what is in your pantry and I do not wish to see. Now the spider is cunning. Okay, he becomes all more polite and again tells that for whom he has a great love and affection. Okay, he's showing the fly that as if he has a great love and affection for the fly. He again tempts her by telling that in his store there are many delicacies to eat and asks her to step in and have a slice of anything she likes. The little fly once again says that she knows what he has in his pantry and that she has no desire to see what he has. Okay, up to this much. In my next video, I will continue with this poem. Until then, goodbye.